Hello everybody, this is Mrs. Snook with section 8.5, Law of Sines. Now what we have been doing is solving right triangles for missing sides and missing angles. And we were limited to only right triangles, meaning that we had to have a right angle. But Law of Sines allows us to solve triangles. We can get missing sides or missing angles for any triangle. It doesn't have to have a 90-degree angle. And the law of sines is a proportion. And what it says is the sine of angle A divided by the length of side A equals the sine of angle B divided by the length of side B, which equals the sine of angle C over the length of side C. If you look at my picture over here, if I have the sine of angle A and opposite it is side A, so those two are proportion. That's going to be the same proportion as the sine of angle B with its opposite side little b, and it's the same as the sine of angle C and its opposite side little c. Now to use the law of sines, you need to have two angles and a side. So we can give you angle, side, or angle, side, angle. And the other possibility is two sides and one angle. So side, side, angle. So that's what you can use the law of sines for. So let's go ahead and do some examples. So let's take a look at number 1. I'm going to go ahead and label my triangle with A, B, and C. So here's A, here's B, here's C. So that means X is little a and 12 is little b. And I'm trying to find the value of X, which is little a. So what I'm going to do is I notice that I have an angle side pair. That's my 35 degrees and my 12. And I notice that I'm trying to solve for A. Now, another way I can write law of sines is I'm allowed to flip it over. So I can, if I want, I can write A over sine A equals B over sine B, which equals C over sine C. So if I'm solving for angles, I would write it the way I wrote it in the box here. And if I'm solving for a side, I would write it the way I did it here. Because what I want to do is what I'm solving for, I like to put on top in the numerator. Now, I'm not going to use all three sides and angles because notice I have one pair of opposite side and angle, and then I have another angle and I'm looking for its opposite side. So I don't need C at all. So I'm just going to take this out of here and I'm just going to use A over sine of angle A equals B over sine of angle B. A is what I'm looking for. So that's X. Sine of A, so sine of 71 equals little b I was told was 12, and sine of B is sine of 35. And now what I'm going to do is solve for X. And what I have to do to get X is I need to multiply both sides by the sine of 71. That causes sine of 71 to go away. So X is going to be 12 times the sine of 71 divided by sine of 35. Now I'm ready for my calculator. Remember degree mode. So I'm going to do 12 times the sine of 71, and then I'm going to divide that by the sine of 35. And I got 19.8. So there I've solved for a missing side. And this one, I was given two angles and a side. So this was an angle side problem. All right, let's do a different kind of problem. Right, on number 7, I am given, no, let's not do 7. Here's another one. This time on number 9, I'm looking for an angle here. And I'm given an angle and 2 sides. So this is a side angle. And I'm asked to look for an angle. So I'm going to go ahead and label my triangles. I'm going to call this A, this B, and this is C. So therefore, I am looking for angle B. So I'm going to put sine of B over here, and that's going to be over little b. And then my given side angle pair right here is C. So I'm going to say that is sine C over little c. All right, so sine of B, that's sine of x, over little b, which is 9, equals sine of C. So sine of 77 over little c, which is 14. So now I'm going to multiply both sides by 9, and I get sine of x equals 9 times the sine of 77 divided by 14. So when I get my calculator, I'm going to do 9 times sine of 77, and I'm going to divide that by 14, and I get sine of x equals 0.6264. Now, because I need to solve for x, I have to use inverse sine. So x is going to be the inverse sine of 0.6264. So x equals, I got 38.8 degrees. So let's see, so we did a side angle, we did an angle side. Let's see if we can find an angle side angle. Here we go. Let's look at number 8. We have an angle side angle. So I'm given 61 degrees, 39 degrees, and 18. So this is an angle side angle kind. And then I'm looking for x up here. I'm going to go ahead and just pick some labels. I'm going to call this angle A, this angle B, and this angle C. So I'm solving for x. So I'm going to say little c over sine of C equals, now my angle side pair, they didn't give me one this time, but I need one. So I need to figure out what angle B equals. I'm going to do B over sine of B. What I'm going to do, since I was given little b and I was given angle C, I am going to use the fact that the angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees, and I'm going to use that to find angle B. So angle B is going to equal 180 minus 61 minus 39. So 180 minus 61 minus 39. I got 80 degrees. Now I'm ready to plug that into my law of sines. So little c, which is x, over sine of angle C, so sine of 39, is going to equal little b, which is 18, over sine of b, or sine of 80. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by the sine of 39. So I'm going to get x equals 18 times the sine of 39. I'm going to divide by the sine of 80. And I plug that into my calculator. 18 times sine of 39, divide by sine of 80. I get 11.5. So that is the length of x. All right, that's it for today's video, everybody. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.